Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the LifeVantage Opportunity Overview. We are Dr. Dondee and Marci Nettles.
Hi,
we
guys.
are your presenters today, and we've got some amazing information to share with you about a do-it-yourself wellness project where you can activate your DNA. You know the whole 23andMe thing? Yeah, that DNA. And a home-based business opportunity for you to create your own economy so you don't have to leave your home to go help someone else create theirs. Yeah. You can do it all by yourself. And we're going to share that information with you. But before we get into that, let us share with you a little bit about who we are and how we became part of this and your presenters today. So my name is Dr. Dondee Nettles. About 12 years ago, I was at a crossroads in my life. Professionally, wildly successful. Personally, dying on the inside. We had the fourth largest chiropractic practice in the state of Arizona, seeing between 350 and 500 patients a week. I was an AM talk radio show host every Saturday for an hour on 2 different AM stations and loving life, helping people become their own health advocates. But what people didn't know is I would go home to kids that were sleeping, and when I saw them last, they were sleeping. And it just didn't work out. My son was born, and everything changed for me. My desire to serve the world changed to serve my son and raise a great human being. But I had no capacity. 80 to 90 hours a week was spent outside my home. And then 3 years later, my daughter was born. Same situation. Missed the first steps, missed the first words, missed all the things about fatherhood that I was wanting, but not experiencing. And then I saw the information we're going to share with you. And I implemented it into my life. And a little over a year later, I sold my practice, I canceled my radio show, and I went home to be a father to my children and run an international business that served people even while I slept. That was the cool thing. And on that journey, I met the most amazing human being I've ever met. My beautiful wife, my wife, Marci. We blended
He
our
really
families.
does know my name, really.
We blended our businesses. We blended our lives. And now, almost 8 years later, we run an international business from here, our home office, with our amazing dog looking over our shoulder. And we bless tens of thousands of people all around the world from here, our home office.
You know what? I love that story because every time he talks about how many people have been influenced because he wanted more, think about that. That was one person wanting more time with the people he loves and cares about the very most. And because he said yes to that, it positively affected my life too, and so many others. You know, for me, back before LifeVantage, I was actually a police officer for almost 10 years. I loved it. I felt like I was serving the community and I was making good money. So I was able to pay my bills, to be able to take care of my 2 kids. Well, guys, in August of 2009, life happened to me like it's happened to many of you now. I was in a car accident on duty, and that fast, my career was over. I was left with a brain injury, several herniated discs throughout my spine that I had to have spine surgeries for, and it left me unable to be a police officer any longer. It also left me with a lot of loss. I mean, first of all, my brain was not working the way that it should. My body was in constant pain, and I was on a lot of prescription medication that altered my personality. You know, along the way, I was also troubled because I couldn't pay my bills anymore. I was out of control financially, went through a divorce of a marriage that was already struggling, and we lost a house. Not to mention those kids I mentioned earlier, they were now teenagers, and mom was never present for them. So I ended up going down a pretty deep spiral of depression and ended up on more prescription medication. This time they had warning labels on them that said may cause suicidal tendencies. And I ended up having 4 suicide attempts before very dear friends of mine were introduced to information very much like what you're going to see today. And they thought of me. And when I saw it, guys, I actually had hope for the first time in 18 months since my accident that I could get my mind and my body going again, that I could take control of my life and be able to pay my bills, and that there would be a purpose for me being here on this planet. And so, yes, I said yes. I started using these amazing products and got results right away. And then I started getting excited about sharing the results I was getting with these products and the products with others, because this gift I had been given wasn't just for me. It was for everyone that was needing it. And so I started to build this business, and in the process met this guy and so many other amazing people. We locked arms, and now we are passionate about sharing this information with other people. They're just like us, people that are looking for time with those people they love and care about, people that are looking for a purpose or a way to take control of their life, whether it's their wellness or their finances. Whatever it is, you're here for a reason and you're in the exact right place if any of that resonated with you. Because this company we're going to be talking about, called LifeVantage, is exactly the vehicle that has gotten us to where we are, and many others as well. So we're excited to share it with you.
Before we get into the details, though, we've got to share this with you, and that is results may vary. You've seen it time and time again. Well, what it means here with LifeVantage is that there are no free lunches. There's no guarantee or promise of success. You will get out of this what you put into it, like anything else in life. Like that's no surprise to you. We will show you what's possible, even give you specific examples. But if you want what we show you, you have to do the work required. And we'll even show you what that takes too.
Yeah, but it's super exciting because it's not like the same old stuff that you have to do on the 9 to 5, right? Here, you actually get the opportunity to share new information with people about being able to flip switches inside of your body to be able to feel better and do more every single day. Because it's a fact, we're being hijacked on a daily basis by the food and water that we consume, even the environment from sun damage, and how about pollution? Personal relationship, there's some stresses there as well, wouldn't you agree? And then technology, guys, even this that you're watching us on right now is emitting things like EMFs and blue lights, and that results in overstimulation. And that changes the way your mind works, the way your body works, and sometimes even your moods. So did you know that 85,000 chemicals have been introduced since the Industrial Revolution? And that's something that you just can't get away from. Every single day you're faced with this. And those are the things that are dimming the lights inside of you. So what does that feel like? Well, maybe you're getting sick more frequently because you have a decreased immune system. Or how about brain fog, just forgetfulness all of the time? You're tired or you're feeling sluggish. How about bad mood or lack of motivation? Increased stress? And also fatigue. Have you caught yourself just anytime during this past week checking your watch and looking, do I just have an extra 15 minutes for a power nap right now? Well, if any of this sounds familiar to you, you're definitely not alone, because what's really happening inside of our bodies when the lights are dimming is called oxidative stress, mitochondrial decline, and a decline in sirtuin activity, and so much more. And you're like, oh my gosh, Marci, I have no idea what those first 3 things are. And you're saying there's more? Well, guys, take a breath because it's okay. You're in the right place to learn a little bit more about those first 3 things so that you can take some ownership and have empowerment around your own wellness. Because did you know science has already discovered that our genes contain incredible abilities to keep our bodies healthy? And when I say genes, I don't mean the blue ones that you put on every morning. No, I'm talking about the ones that make up who you are. So if you could leverage those genes with a flip of a switch, would you do it? I would say yes, all day long.
I hope so, because they're super powerful. They understand confusing and complex things like oxidative stress. You may not know what it is, but you've seen it. You bit out of an apple and it looked like that. You set the apple down, came back a while later, and it looked like that. It turned brown. Well, that's the oxygen in the air causing stress to the flesh of the apple. You've seen it other places. Rusting metals is another example. Well, guess what? Your body fights back the way an apple can't, because every time you take a breath, you endure oxidative stress. But your body produces, those genes in your body produce enzymes that counteract oxidative stress. So let me explain it. It's how we discovered the NRF2 pathway. And the 5 natural ingredients of Protandim NRF2 synergizer literally flip the switch inside your cells so that your genes produce these antioxidant enzymes. It's pretty powerful. And when they do, it lowers your oxidative stress by an average of 40% in 30 days. So the way it works, you take Protandim NRF2 synergizer, activate your genes, the genes express the antioxidant enzymes, and it removes the age-related effect of oxidative stress. In other words, damage from the air that you breathe. It's pretty powerful. Well, how powerful are your genes, and specifically when they're working in this NRF2 pathway? Well, this is what the scientists and researchers at Washington State University said about it. NRF2 is likely to be the most important health promoting approach in the foreseeable future. NRF2 may become the most extraordinary breakthrough in the history of health. Well, guess what? The breakthrough was always there. The scientists just recently discovered it and your body possesses it and always has. So here's the cool part about it. What you're looking at now is the graph of your genes expressing those antioxidant enzymes throughout your lifetime. From the moment we're born, we start to grow. And then at the end of our 20s, beginning of our 30s, we start to age. And then every decade after that, it gets less and less from a production of these enzymes standpoint. Well, that was until we discovered the NRF2 pathway. And taking Protandim NRF2 Synergizer flips that switch, triggers those genes to produce those enzymes. And guess what? Look at that blue line. It removes the age-related effect of this so that you're like producing these genes the way you did when you were a child, regardless of how old you are.
Wow.
That's a scientific breakthrough. That's your genes in action. Well, don't take my word for it. Go to pubmed.gov, the National Library of Medicine. You'll see universities like Harvard do the research and scientists study this. They publish it in journals like the Journal of Free Radical Biology and Medicine. We're talking real scientists doing real science at real science laboratories and then publishing that data in real science journals. And it's on a finished product, not ingredients in the product. I mean, look at those universities, look at those journals. Again, don't take my word for it. Read it yourself. It's powerful, and we've never seen this before until now. So these pathways, we started asking, are there more of them? And are there any that we can influence in a positive way inside our bodies? And we discovered that yes, there was at least 2 more. The mitochondrial pathway and the sirtuin pathway. Let me explain those to you now. Mitochondrial decline is like when your batteries inside your cells lose their charge. When the batteries lose their charge, your cells lose their charge. You feel it as fatigue and lack of energy. It's so kind of like you want to go on a run, but your body says, nope, not today. Think again. That's what it's like when you have mitochondrial decline. Well, the cool thing is we figured out that pathway too. We isolated that switch. It's called the NRF1 pathway. And the 5 natural ingredients of Protandim NRF1 Synergizer literally flip the switch inside your cells, producing this NRF1 gene by an increase of about 70%. Well, what does that mean to you? Consider it like this. NRF1 gene expresses mitochondria. Mitochondria produces the energy that your cells need, actually replacing the charge in your batteries. So when the cells have the energy they need, guess what? They do what you need them to do. And that's called cellular performance. Pretty amazing. Well, guess what? There's a byproduct of that that's negative too. It's kind of like what happens when the garbage people go on strike and garbage backs up. Well, that happens too inside your cells. It's what happens when the gears of all the inner working parts of your cells get all gunked up. Well, there's actually players that go involved, like Pac-Man eating all the pellets, if you remember that video game. They're called sirtuins. Sirtuins are the cleanup crew inside your cells, restoring normal function. Well, we found the switch to that and flipped it and realized it's called the NAD pathway. The 4 natural ingredients of Protandim NAD Synergizer flip that switch inside your cells, activating these NAD and increasing sirtuin activities, which is like the little garbage men cleaning up all the debris inside your cells caused by burning the energy that your cells need. So here's what it looks like. You take Protandim NAD Synergizer, clean up the environment, the gears start turning again, and when they do, the cells start working again. And then they start communicating to all the other cells and they start working together again. That's called wellness. So this Protandim NAD Synergizer is just the tip. So it's the tri-synergizer. We start by cleaning up the environment inside the cells, giving the cells more energy, and removing the age-related effect of oxidative stress in those cells, all at the same time. That's called amazing scientific breakthrough. We call it the Protandim Tri-Synergizer. So look at the gray bar graphs that you see there in each of those examples. You have NAD on the right, NRF1 in the middle, and NRF2 on the left. That's what happens when that one product is taken by itself. Look at how amazing those results are. Now, though, look what happens when all 3 are taken at the same time. Look at the influence of NAD. Clean up the environment and look what happens to the NRF1 and NRF2 pathways, cellular energy and cellular stress. Unbelievable, the compound effect of all of these things. We call it again, do-it-yourself wellness. So are you ready to flip the switch and start having a positive mood and motivation again? Are you ready to start having conversations like healthy longevity? Or how about focus and concentration getting back for you multitaskers? Or having mental and physical energy be tip-top and having a normal inflammatory response on top of a normal cardiovascular system response? That all encompassed is called wellness, and you have it in your hands when you flip those switches. So we call it the Pro Tandem Tri-Synergizer. It comes with free shipping, a 30-day, no questions asked, money-back guarantee, all for the price of about a latte per day. So how important is your health and how much are you willing to invest in it? Well, this is just the tip of the iceberg of our product offering. We also have the Vitality Stack, which is the NRF1 and NRF2 synergizers, along with ProBio and an amazing thing called Omega Plus. We start talking about probiotics and free fatty acids. We'll talk about that here in a second. Now, Axio, powdered brain food. It is what happens when you drink this. It stimulates neurotransmitters inside your brain, which is your brain's ability to communicate to the rest of the brain and therefore the rest of your body optimally. So for you multitaskers that walk into a room and go, what did I come in here for? Or you have brain fog or memory lapses or concentration issues. We're talking about mood, motivation, energy, all at the same time, and your memory. Unbelievable what happens when you get this powdered brain food into your body. It's called Axio, comes in caffeinated and decaffeinated flavors and amazingly tasty. Now let's talk about ProBio. It's our probiotic, the most amazing probiotic on the market. And probiotics are not new to the conversation, but this type of a delivery system is. Now, did you know that when this product, it's superior by two ways. One, it's round and it's small. Round, small objects move through your digestive system much more efficiently. And there's a coating on it called BioTract, a natural coating so that your stomach acid doesn't neutralize it. 60% of the bacteria in this product gets down into your intestines where it belongs versus 5% of the average probiotic on the market. Unbelievable. Then we move on to Omega Plus. Omega Plus is absolutely amazing. It's free fatty acid for your brain and cardiovascular system. We start with pristine ocean. We get pristine fish from that ocean and we harvest the fish oil. And before you freak out about your last experience of fish oil with the burps that were so offensive, we actually infuse this with essential oil of lemon. And when you start with a pure oil and you essentially when you put essential oil of lemon in it, it's amazing. And then the quality of it, boat to bottle purity, unbelievable cardiovascular and brain support in this most amazing product called Omega Plus. Then we have our physique weight management. Pay attention to the spelling of physique, IQ. This is smart weight management. Why do I say that? Because losing weight is cool, but keeping it off and being healthy is cooler. It comes with meal plans and a delicious vanilla 18 gram per serving whey protein. Starting off with that. And then we have also a fat burn, citrus and green coffee fat burn. And we round it out with a prebiotic, a fiber source for the probiotic so that your microbiome as it is in tip-top shape, which is absolutely important when it comes to proper nutrition and keeping your weight off. Then we move into our True Science line, our 4-part skincare line and our 3-part hair care line. Science as it relates to your skin and scalp. Unbelievable, because your scalp and your hair and your face are very important to your overall identity. When we deal with where health comes from on your skin and scalp, it's very important. Unbelievable products here. And then we end with Pet Tandem for dogs. It's NRF2 Synergizer for dogs, because we know that whole 7 to 1 year thing, right? 7 dog years for every human year. You know why that is? It's oxidative stress. Dogs have 7 times more than we do. So when we address the things that is killing our dogs more rapidly and putting them through the same things we go through just 7 times more rapidly, this is amazing. Dealing with oxidative stress at the cellular level in your dog so that you can be the most popular dog owner at the dog park, because your aging dog is running circles around all the other dogs and everyone's wondering why. It's called Pet Tandem and it's awesome.
Oh my gosh, I absolutely love all the stories around these products. And I know he said we end here, but really? We actually just launched an amazing new product. It is called Daily Wellness, and it is 5 to thrive. So 5 ingredients put together specifically so that you can thrive and simply drink your way to a healthy day. So you've absolutely got to find out about daily wellness as well. And you see this big old smile I have on my face. It's all about the stories that flash through my mind as he's talking about these products. And all of these types of stories are absolutely better when we get to share them with other people. And when we get incentivized to do so by making a leveraged income check, it's like, oh yeah, count me in, right? Every day of the month and every month of the year, we'll be doing this. And we'll be doing it with this company, LifeVantage. LifeVantage has been around for almost 12 years now in the network marketing field. That's where we give people the opportunity to share the products they love and use themselves and make an income for sharing them. We're headquartered in Utah, publicly traded on the NASDAQ. Our ticker is LFVN. What this means for you? Transparency. It means that you can go and check out everything that we're sharing with you and see that it's absolutely true. And this is a 100% real opportunity for you. We are a debt-free company, and we're governed by a board of former executives from companies like Coca-Cola, Airbnb, Amazon, SC Johnson, and so many more. So now that you've heard about this amazing product line, the science behind it, and this company, we want to make sure that you understand that we've got them married together in the exact perfect time in front of the right trends. Because never before in history have people ever been more concerned with their own health and wellness, and they want to feel empowered to make decisions for themselves. This is proven by where they're spending their money. Just in the past 8 years, there's been a 60% plus increase in the purchase of wellness products. As you can see with the graph on the right-hand side, the trajectory of wellness is just going up and up and up. And this was from 2019. This is even more so today after the last year that we've been living. So there's 6 different categories within the wellness arena that our products fall. They are anti-aging, skincare, hair care, pet care, the energy market, and also the weight loss arena. I would almost guarantee you that you're already spending money in at least one, if not all, of these different categories. I know that we were before we started using these products. So now what we're doing is we're just giving you cleaner and greener and activating products for you to choose to spend your money on. There's actually over $600 billion being spent in these 6 different areas every single year. So let's just redirect some of that and create your leveraged income stream. So education goes a long ways, and it doesn't take a whole lot of education to help people understand the importance of wellness and making better choices. Back in 2017, people were spending more money on cosmetics than they were on wellness products. But just in one short year, that flip-flopped to where over 32% of all dollars being spent was now on wellness products instead of cosmetics, right? So education is key. So you can see that we've absolutely found the perfect model where you can actually create that online supplemental income from home or anywhere that you have Wi-Fi or cell service. You'll have a virtual office with very minimal business assets needed and no inventory requirements, super low entry cost, and you get to use social sharing for building your business. You'll get a personal online shopping store that's open 24/7. You'll be able to track your daily bonuses and opportunities for travel. If you've got the travel bug like we do, you've got lots of opportunities with LifeVantage.
Now, because we told you this is a publicly traded company, it's very important that we give you information that you have access to because we want you to make the best decision for you based on all the information. What you're looking at now is called our average annual earnings disclosure. I'm going to be focusing on 2 gray columns, the one to the left, the average monthly commission, and the one all the way to the right, the average time it takes. And I'm going to give you 3 examples here. So our Pro 3 rank, we're at 8 months on average. The brand new person who's never done this before, working part-time from home, can create an income of over $600 per month. Now, what would $600 a month do for you or a family that you know of? Unbelievable. Or how about this example? Our Premier Pro 5. We're in 16 months on average, less than a year and a half. The brand new person who's never done this before, working part-time from home, can generate an income of over $3,000 per month. Now, this is like a $37,000 to $38,000 a year raise in the next year and a half, working part-time from home. Who wouldn't like that? Or this last example I'm going to share with you, our Elite Pro 7, where in 3 years, less than 3 years, 30 months on average, the average person working part-time from home following this system can generate an income of over $13,000 per month. That's like doctor, attorney, CEO type income without the multiple degrees or the years in college or the student loans that it typically
the
takes to
money.
get
Oh my
those kinds of
gosh.
things. So take a look at that first gray column. Find the number that would allow you to exhale and breathe away your stress and be in peace. And then look at the column all the way to the right to see how long it typically takes to get there. And if you've got that much time to devote to something that you want and you're willing to follow a system that we can share with you, then you can have that as well. So pick a number, do yourself a favor.
Yeah, absolutely, guys, because you can actually get started where everybody gets started, and it's super low with just a $50 entry fee for the starter pack. And then you choose which enrollment package of products that you want to get started on yourself. So whether it be the silver pack, the gold pack, or the platinum pack, it's just the amount of products that comes with it and the savings that you get as a one-time opportunity to purchase those products. You know, when we decided to get started with our businesses, we looked and we decided that we wanted to go with the largest pack so that we can have the opportunity to experience them ourselves, because that's really important to know what it does, but also so we can have products that we could sample out and have products to be able to get people started right away that we cared about. So we charged the largest we chose the largest package that was available. It also comes with a ticket to the next corporate event, because personal growth and becoming a professional is also important to the success of your business. But the most important decision that you can make today is not necessarily which product package that you choose, but it is the decision to get started.
Yes.
So many still have this question at this point. It's like, can I really do this? Well, we want you to know that we both had this same exact question, because we're first-time network marketers ourselves. And what we can tell you now, looking back, is that we absolutely believe that you can, if you're willing to make the decision to be successful. You're willing to work as part of a team. You're willing to be coached, and you're willing to participate in a mentorship program, because everything else is provided to you by LifeVantage, including global customer and distributor support, an easy to follow ITT system, which is just introducing people to see a tool and then introducing them to the team to get their questions answered the best for them. We have regular team meetings and trainings all focused around skill set, mindset, and leadership, as well as corporate events that help really supplement that path to success. And then the incentives and perks, oh my gosh, we've got cash promos, we've got trips. We're working towards an incentive trip now, but LifeVantage definitely knows how to encourage us and incentivize us to build our businesses. And then there's always the private support communities, whether it's Facebook groups, one-on-one or group accountability sessions on Zoom, or even just having the personal cell phone number of those people that have a vested interest in your path to success. You'll always have the support that you need. So let's talk just a little bit more about this amazing company called LifeVantage, and just a couple things that have happened, just in the past 2 years.
Like our company headquarters being voted one of the best places to work for 3 and then 4 consecutive years.
And then we expanded our footprint further into Europe when we opened in Ireland.
Then we had a huge announcement of Aaron Brockovich joining our board of directors. If you're not familiar with who Aaron Brockovich is, go watch the movie called Aaron Brockovich, where Julia Roberts played her in the lead role, and you'll see how powerful this appointment was.
It's so amazing. Then our True Science Hair Care System was awarded a Silver Stevie Award for Best New Product. And in the past 6 months, we've actually been awarded 7 more Stevie Awards. If you don't know what those are, please go check them out.
Yes. And then unbelievable award of being nominated to the Russell 3000 Index for the 2nd time because of our stock.
And we continued adding to the family when we opened in New Zealand.
And then we opened last year with 2 huge announcements. The first, the 2nd consecutive quarter of explosive growth of our business. And then we announced free shipping. Everywhere around the world, we ship products.
That's so amazing. Plus, we were invited and we rang the closing bell for NASDAQ's Wellness Week. It was so cool because Times Square, New York City, this is exactly what it looked like, all colored up in Protandem blue.
It was so great. Now, we know marketing is critically important for your business. It is for ours. It's for the company, which is why they chose sports marketing. And they chose the most popular sport in the world, Soccer. We have an international business, and soccer is most popular everywhere. Well, we sponsor Real Salt Lake. Look at that jersey. Name of our company proudly across the jersey. So every game, every highlight is free global advertising for your business.
Oh my gosh, I love that you said global, because that's exactly what this is an international business opportunity for you. These are all the markets that we're currently open in for distributors and customers, as well as now shipping product directly to e-commerce customers in China, being open in Singapore for distributors and customers, and Malaysia is now receiving products for biohacking customers.
This is called LifeVantage Legacy. This is the charitable arm of our company. It's the heartbeat of our company. Every time we get together, some organization, some group of needy people gets blessed with our time, our money, and our resources because we can and because we care. It's called LifeVantage Legacy.
Yeah, LifeVantage truly is a heart company. And so right now I'd like you just to take stock of your own heart. What is it telling you? Where do you feel like you fit in joining us here at LifeVantage? Are you ready to become a customer or distributors like Dondee and I are? Or maybe you have some questions and you still need some additional information. Please get with the person that invited you here today and let them know what you need to see or hear to make the right decision for you. But if you decided that you're ready to become a customer, please ask for your personalized shopping cart and get checked out today. And if you've made the decision that you're ready to join the team, we're like, woohoo!
Yes, welcome.
And so excited to be the first ones to say congratulations on making a phenomenal decision, taking ownership of your personal economy and your family's future. We can't wait to meet you at a future event.
Yes. And if you haven't made a decision yet, let me just ask you this question. If we were having this conversation 3 years from today, and you were looking back on your life over those 3 years, specifically your experiences, both personally and professionally, what needs to happen for you to be happy with your progress? And lastly, let me challenge you. What are you willing to do to achieve it? And when are you willing to get started? Let us challenge you to get started today so that your tomorrow and every day after that is more predictably successful from a health and wealth perspective, because you and your family are worth it.
Yes.
We know your time is valuable. Thank you so much for spending it with us. Be safe and God bless.